What's going on? It is your girl Queen Tomaro with the Tomaro Today Show, and we are back on the R&B tip with a very special talent in the house. We have Miss Tree G Music.
Hello there.
Hello there, darling.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, I'm doing wonderful.
You look wonderful.
Thank you.
look
So do you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I'm so glad we saved all of this for the show.
I'm so glad we had this time together.
Yes, together. Not apart, but together.
But together, right here, right now.
Uh-huh.
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling well.
I like feeling well.
Yes, I feel a little rested. You know what I mean? Even though she working hard.
Working hard for the money. I have a feeling it's going to be like this all day, guys.
Yes,
so
it
kind of
really
get used
is.
to this thing here. It's going to be like this all day.
Yes.
Moving on. I want to just jump into this interview. First, let's start off. Where you originally from?
I'm from Houston.
From Houston, Texas.
am.
From that H-Town.
Going
Down.
down.
I had a feeling it was going to be like this for the whole time. Y'all just deal with us and feel the vibe. What
Yes.
side of Houston you from?
I'm from the north side.
From the north side, the same north you was talking about earlier.
the same north.
She been on
Some
that.
of them, some
I'm
of
not
them.
even gonna judge you for that.
Don't judge me. Please don't judge me. Okay, I'm ready for the game.
I love
All right.
it.
Oh Lord, I just made myself nervous.
Don't get nervous.
No.
It's just me and you and the people watching.
Yeah.
My people, my computer love.
Hi, computer love.
Tell the people what type of artist you are, even though I'm pretty sure they can probably guess.
Okay, so I'm an artist that breathes and loves on people. I can't really breathe on people and love on people like I want to in these times, but I do my part. At least I try to. And I'm also learning to do more of loving myself first.
All right, come through.
You know,
Self-care, self-love.
Yeah, so that I can be my best self
Absolutely.
when it's time to,
Absolutely.
So I sing neo soul, R&B. I have a few things that I like to dibble and dabble in as far as what I like to allow my ear to experience.
What do you mean by that?
By other genres of music and other experiences audibly, so sometimes it's not music and sometimes it's just things that make noise, but it's a organized chaos.
I love it, organized chaos.
Yeah.
So how long have you been singing?
Over 15 years.
All right. Now, I'm not going to get into your business too much and ask you how old you are.
Don't.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, just don't. Just keep it easy.
I'm not going to do that at all.
No.
But I imagine you started young.
I started very young.
Good.
Yes.
So tell me, what got you started in music?
Music or singing, should I say,
Singing
has been a way of communication for my family. So when I first woke up as a human being,
Okay.
Those first memories you can
really hold on to.
you can hold on to. There was always music around. And for me, I just thought it was everyday life, And I remember some times when I would go to like the local dining places with my family and I'm just starting to belt out and sing and, and I'm looking around like, this is what I do, this is what we do, and then I get looks sometime like, and I'm like, what's going on?
Well, see, I'm just trying to bring happiness into your life.
What did y'all not tell me?
So, real quick, are your parents singers as well?
Yes, my mother. My mother is an organist, and she released an album actually in the 70s.
Okay, mama.
So yes, hey, mama girl. Yeah, so I get it from her.
Get it from my mama.
Literally. And so she is an organist as well. And so it was mandatory for me to be in the choir, basically.
So you just like most people started off in the choir.
Choir.
In the choir.
Without the all. You know what I'm saying? The choir.
Right. Okay. So you started off in the choir. At what point did you decide, I want to be a singer?
Okay. Well, it developed into something spiritual for me in the beginning after it was just communication, right? And so I got to the point, if I could just lay out a story and make it short. First, music in the home, mom's playing the piano, families coming over asking, can y'all sing that little song? Can y'all
do that song I taught you to do earlier? Do that song.
And so it went from that to me playing pots and pans as drums, as my mother is playing. And then she said, I might have to put you on them drums at the church. And, next Sunday, I'll, just laugh it off. And then she put me up to the challenge finally. And I had been saying, I don't want, Mama, I don't want to do it. She was like, girl, you better get your, what I'm saying? When the
lip tights, when the lip
curling of the lip happens, you got to do it.
So do you play drums now?
I do. Little percussion, and so that's where that started as far as my rhythm goes, and ended up filling in for the drummer at practice sometimes.
Oh, you were drumming.
Just a little bit, just to keep the beat,
Come on.
And then it worked up to leading songs, and then it worked up to directing the choir before I went off to college. So.
Come on, directing the choir before you went off with the young adult choir or the grown folks. All of them.
It was 3 choirs, okay? You had the adult choir. I just want to hear myself real quick. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. So there was the adult choir. There was the children's choir, the Sunshine Choir, and then there was the men's chorus, And I was blessed to be able to be an influence in all of that, and also them influencing me,
right? Now you're not just a singer, but you're a songwriter, you're a poet, you're an actor. So take me on the journey where you picked up all these talents.
I don't like to say no to myself when it comes to creativity and learning new things, and discipline is real, and I'm always working on my discipline. And it just made me a more versatile person, enhancer of events, and so I could do much more and be more beneficial if I diversified my portfolio, if you will.
Nothing wrong with it. So do you like, especially being a poet and a songwriter, I imagine that's your thing, words and
you know what? It's amazing. Words mean so much to me, so much so to where I have to take a little beat back sometimes because I'm
say it, girl. Don't come on here trying to cover it up, trying to sugarcoat it.
Okay, so you saw it, right?
I saw it. Trying to think of the word to use. Just say it.
So I'll just say that I have a bit of an intense part of me. You know what I'm saying? And I think most people do. And it can get rigid. And what I mean by that is if it's time to rehearse for something, that's the whole month. That's what I'm listening to. That's what and.
Perfectionist, if you will.
Yeah, just a little bit. What was the question that I'm trying to... Because that's what I need to get to, because, I done knocked my own self off.
I was talking about words, what you do in poetry and writing.
Words mean a lot, okay? They mean a lot. That's what I mean.
That's okay.
They mean a whole lot.
I get it. So tell me about the artists that inspired you growing up.
Wow. Okay, so the first 2 that come to mind, now 3, now 4, now,
It's okay. Give me the top 3.
Mahalia Jackson.
Come on, Mahalia.
Tweet.
I have never heard anybody say any of these names. Go ahead.
Really?
Taxi.
Well, here you go. Take me to his home.
Please do.
Yeah. I want to give him all of me, 'cause I'm alone.
You better give him all of me.
Turn the radio down a bit.
I need a cigarette.
And world is quiet. Okay.
You sure? You sure, girl? Because I'm into it now. So and who's your third one?
Okay, Brandy.
Brandy, okay, I want to be down. You know how we used to do it in the 90s with our thick braids. Wait a minute. I may be older. I don't know. But that's okay.
I'm not going to tell on you because you're not going to tell on me.
I'm not going to tell nobody about none of your business. Now, as a perfectionist,
yes,
as a songwriter and as a poet,
yes,
what is your process when you are writing?
throwing the pen up in the air, and when it come down, the thought is going to come to me.
Oh,
I used to do that.
I'm surprised at that for a perfectionist.
Yes. Okay. I had to do that because I read an article about like writing yourself into a corner. And I used to do that a lot because when I started to learn about the sequences in which you can write, there's like your ABAB, your AABA, your, y'all know.
Tell me,
fact
girl.
checkers can help us out on that in the comments, right? Okay. And I would start to make sure, okay, this has to rhyme. Next line, then that has to rhyme. You know what I mean? And I started to feel that I was writing myself into a corner. I had to use only these certain words and da-da-da-da-da. And we have a whole dictionary, and we have so many words that aren't in the dictionary. So why would I limit myself?
Why would you? Why were you at that time? I'm just wondering.
Because I was young.
Okay.
I just came into the 2 digits.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Before I could get digits. But I was using my digits.
Come on, now, digits.
To write these songs. Okay. And yeah, so that's one process. I have about 4 more, but we can just leave that there for conversation's sake.
That is okay. That
Yes.
is okay. So tell me, we'll go back into that journey. So I was asking about the journey, how you go from singer, songwriter, poet, actor. Like, when did all these things come? When did the acting come along?
The acting came along when certain people saw my personality. Okay, skirt, let me come back.
Come on, bring it back.
So when I was younger, I was put in a play.
Come tell me the tea, girl. Give me the tea.
I was put in a play, okay, and that play was called I Gotta Keep Moving. And
School play?
No, this was a community gospel play.
Okay.
And the basis of it was I gotta keep moving until we move on in.
Okay.
So it was about elevation. It was about progression. It was about Black excellence.
Okay.
And I just felt very privileged being a part of that, seeing adults, be professional, but also be creative. It made me feel like, oh man, I can exist in all of myself. And I don't have to, conform to a lot of things. This is as a young girl, but then getting older, maybe 10 years after that, I thought about, I think about these things so that I can remember, where I came from and remember the origin of why I love doing what I do, and so that was the first introduction into acting. Another introduction into acting is probably my mama whooping me with a... No, I'm just kidding. You know how you gotta act like it hurt? Act like it hurt. She'll probably stop a little bit. No, I'm kidding. The third one, I'm gonna just go ahead and put that on there, is I'll move to poetry. When I was in school, Nikki Giovanni came to our school, and I was privileged to welcome her, a part of the committee that welcomed her. And with that committee welcoming her, the months out before she came, we were like, what can we do? What can we do? So we created a poetry group. And
come on, Poetry Club. Come on.
And we practiced and practiced. And that was the debut of our becoming or coming out as a group that does poetry. We go to class, we do other things, we eat, we dance, darling. But we love poetry as well. So shout out to everyone that was in Quiet Storm Poets at Houston Tillotson University. I love you.
All right, Quiet Storm Poets. I like it. That's a cute name.
Isn't it?
It
and
really
then
is.
I was connected to the name. They didn't know, but you remember Quiet Storm on
Magic 102, Marco Spoon. I
Yes,
sure do remember Marco.
Spoon.
Yes. And then Bassman, Robert Bassman.
Yeah, Washington. That's right.
Remember that?
I remember, girl.
Yes, girl. So with that, I was able to carry that familiarity with me. Because I remember being very nervous on that day because it was the first time that I was going to perform as a poet. And what I described it as was, man, I'm able to hide behind, giving personality to a song because this was a way I communicated at one point in my life, literally, And so it came easy. except for the parts that I had to learn about. But poetry, it's like you can't hide behind the melody. You know, that was the first thing that I noticed. And so it allowed me to be more vulnerable, even more so. And then it allowed me to be more vulnerable in my music.
Well, that's what's up.
know?
So when did music start getting professional? You become a professional artist. You become a professional.
When did you fall in love with hip hop?
Right.
Okay. A little soundbite, you know. When did music... Say that again.
When was the time? Lord Jesus, excuse me. When did you start professionally singing?
When? Let's see. I have a funny answer for that. I'm sifting through here to see. Okay. I started actually younger than what I was supposed to, probably.
Putting out songs and everything?
Singing. Okay, so one thing I want to touch on is that I wrote a song that was a little risque, right?
Risky like what?
Like the story of... It sound real nice, baby, but I know you're not gonna sing
that song. Okay,
right?
I got you.
And I was like scared to show my mother. You know,
How old were you at this time? With this risky song?
Maybe 15, 13.
Okay, little Miss Risky.
You know, but it was because I had an imagination. You know, and I held on to that imagination for a long, long time.
Did you record it?
And I'm glad I did.
Did you record that risky song?
Let me think. I did not. I still haven't, but I have performed it in live shows, at festivals, at South by Southwest. And it's definitely served me, because what I used to perform it for in the very beginning, which was such a great testing ground, was sports.
Okay.
So I played volleyball.
Okay.
And before the game, or after the game, let me explain. Before the game, it was hype us up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had their hype thing, you know. Maybe it's a song, maybe it's a dance. I had my own original song. You see how that goes? And then at the end, it was the bus ride home, whether we
win or lose.
or whether we were getting in trouble by coach, you know. There was a request that would go, and it would either be I told the storm, right?
To do what?
Remember that? To pay, right? It was that one. It was the Kurt Franklin
You know,
songs.
Stomp was going when Stomp first came out.
Girl.
We all was stomping.
It was real.
It was really real. And I just want to say thank y'all for loving me in my own way. Let me perform, you know.
Wait a minute. Speaking of performance, now
Yes.
you have opened up for some amazing talent. 2017, Raheem Devon.
Yes,
2019, the Hamilton.
Yes, darling.
How did those situations happen for you?
Wow. Okay. So, Raheem Devon. I was a resident host of a show that went on every month, and it was for the culture. It's still for the culture. And what a privilege it was to be considered, first of all, you know. And I love to wear many hats, you know, especially when I'm appreciated for it. And that night I got to be a little bit of a host. You know, you got to put the ST on the end. And then I got to be a singer, you know. I got to, you know, live through my own personality up there on stage, make people laugh, whether they were laughing at me or with me, darling. You know, it's like I put a smile on your face, and that's what matters, you know, because I'm laughing. Why not laugh with me? It was a great experience. Again, that imagination that I never let go of, I definitely used. Then I use every time I'm on stage, you know, and I'm just thankful for having this kind of outlet that allows me to be more of myself.
Absolutely. Yeah. So were you nervous?
I am always nervous before a show.
Okay.
And I think that is only revealing that I'm still passionate about it, and it still hits me at a core place that I never want to lose, you know.
And you still sensitive about your shit.
I am. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. So after that, you had the opportunity to open up for the Hamilton.
I did.
How are you getting all these opportunities? Just blessings on blessings?
Blessings on blessings. And doing my part, I believe. You know, I don't have the answers. Okay? and being grateful and operating from a place of gratitude, you know, and then opening up opportunities for others.
Absolutely.
You know, because that's what really matters, that we're lifting as we climb, that we're taking a hand up, you know, pulling folk up with us. Okay, up with us. And it's been a great experience so far. And it comes with the balance, you know, but with everything, there should be balance.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you have been coined in Austin as the romance of Austin. Where did that come from?
So,
not the singer of Austin, but the romance of Austin.
Because most of my music is romantic.
Okay.
And so that romance of Austin pertains to how I present myself in my music. I have a song called Massive, which is inspired by water. Because, you know, we should stay hydrated out here.
Absolutely.
All of us. Men, women, animals, amphibians, mammals, you know. That's Massive. And then there's Come Back Down, which is about, for example, making the favorite meal of your significant other or your mother or your uncle, your auntie, your best friends, you know. And once someone experiences that true of yourself, it's kind of hard to come back down from that, right? So that's what that song is about, Come Back Down. And maybe I'll be performing that a little later.
I like that. I like to hear stuff like that. Now, you had mentioned hats, and I want to say one thing. I know if I see an olive green hat with some red roses around it, I'm like, Tree G? Where Tree G at?
Yes.
Where does that come from? That's almost like your logo.
It is.
It's
one
okay.
of them. Yes, it is definitely something that represents me.
I knew it represented. Talk to me about the hat and the roses.
So there was a time that I did not appreciate receiving roses. I felt that I don't want to be responsible for something that's literally, you know, gonna not be here. You know what I'm saying? Real soon. You know what I'm saying? It's reminding me of things I lost, you know. But then there's an ideal that, you know, you will get back tenfold everything you lost. And everything you're about to have will be better than what you ever had.
Come on.
You know, and sometimes it's okay to lose things. I had to lose just a winner can, right?
Yeah.
And so I have definitely learned how to receive roses. And so now I do receive my roses as I live, darling, yes.
There's nothing wrong with it.
My favorite rose is orange. You can pay attention to that by seeing the cover of Freckled Face Fantasies by Tree G Music. Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
February 2020, right before we got shut down.
Right before.
So first,
wow.
First, you end up getting a whole day.
Yes.
Tree G Music Day.
Yes.
First of all, I got a question.
Yes, you do.
I know it had to be amazing to have your own day, but do you get to pick your day? Or they give you the day, like it's going to be the 20th and that's your day? Or you get to say, you know what, I would prefer the 21st?
I got to pick my day.
You got to pick your day.
I did.
That is so dope.
Isn't that amazing?
It is. Tell me about your day.
And I would like to take this moment to thank all who were involved. Go ahead. Sorry.
Tell me about your day.
Okay, so the day, it's called Tree G Music Day. Eventually, I would like to provide scholarships at my alma mater, darling, on Tree G Music Day. It's basically going to be a day for the community. And also for individuals to be individuals and decent individuals to themselves so that they can give permission to care past themselves, you know. And so my whole, you know, thing that I just laid out for you right there is why I've been coined the romance of Austin, right?
Absolutely.
So always self-care and always loving on other folk and, you know.
I get it.
So that's where it comes from.
So February, you had your day. Then you released Freckled Face Fantasies.
I did. I'm so glad you could say that fast.
You like that? It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, just
I practiced it.
Girl, you did.
I practiced it in the mirror.
Girl, I appreciate you.
I got you.
No, thank you.
So you came out with that album, and immediately the following month, I know you had stuff planned. I know you had concerts lined up.
I did.
And immediately we got shut down.
Wow. Yeah.
So first, I'm going to ask you to just tell me about the album, Freckled Face Fantasies. Tell me about the title, and then tell me about the album.
Okay, so the title, Freckled Faced Fantasies. The first album that I released, called You Don't Even Call, was more of a romantic, hopeless romantic at some point, and then aggressive romantic at some point.
Okay, aggressive
it was all
romantic?
It was all romantic, you know what I'm saying?
Nonetheless.
Come on. Why I don't get the call? Come on, you know what I mean? You don't even call. So I kind of wanted to exit the romance a little bit so that I could feel other areas that don't necessarily point to romance, because I can't help it. I'm just a sensual person. Not to say that I'm, I got to be sensual everywhere I go. I'm just saying that's my aura. I like for things to look a certain way around me. I like for food to taste a certain way. I like flavor. I want an experience, and that's what I plan to give people when I perform. And so Freckled Face Fantasies is kind of a play on the words, because it sounds like it should go back into the romance fantasies, right? But aren't fantasies daydreaming sometimes?
Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you.
Daydreaming and I'm
Thinking of you.
And aren't fantasies, things that you've thought upon that you may want to happen? And so there are things that I want to happen that don't necessarily always point to romance, And so I wanted to share a piece of me that is called a certain thing, because that's just who I am. It's how I walk in the room. But I offer so much more than just romance,
right?
And so this album was about self-care. And I say album, but it's really an EP. It's a very short situation, And the first song on there is called Beautiful, and it's a self-written love letter in the mirror.
To yourself, come on.
Yes, girl, yes.
I love it.
And I appreciate that song, And then there's another song that talks about how God plucked me out of situations that I know I wouldn't have been able to pluck myself out of, like a little hair, like a little eyebrow.
He tweezed it. He tweezed it.
He tweezed it because he knew I wasn't going to move. You know what I mean? My name is Tree, ain't it? Ain't my name Tree?
Your name is Tree. How you get the name
like
Tree?
A tree?
How you get the tree?
Okay.
Let's talk about it. Let's dive. I should have been diving into this. I apologize.
I may have stories for days.
Okay, but just give me a little one now.
Okay. My sister and brother named me.
Okay.
Their names start with T as well.
Okay.
It sounds like tree. So everyone is TR, and that's how it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. That's the story.
Short. I told you it was going to be short.
I thought it was going to be, I used to jump on trees and jump off of trees.
But see, I had to be born first to jump on trees, right?
Oh, they gave you this before you were even
That's
born.
my name.
Tree? Come on.
Yeah.
Mama let the kiddos completely take over.
She did it.
Nothing wrong with it. I love it. I absolutely love it. But let's get back into the album.
Let's do it.
Let's get back focused.
Okay, so I have freckles. Okay? I got a face. All right? And I fantasize.
There you go. And put them together, you have
Freckled Faced Fantasies.
I love it.
Yeah.
So you didn't get to really perform
I did not.
anything from your album, did you?
I did not.
So when can we start? Things are opening back up.
They are.
So
slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely.
Yes.
So when can we get some of that freckled face fantasy?
Right. So we can actually get some of that on February 20th. Now, February 20th is happening, okay? And by the time you see this, it might have already happened. I don't know, but you'll be able to go back and watch the replay.
That's what.
You know what I mean? And I thank you for having me here. Okay, first of all, I breathed in a little loud. Did you hear that?
I didn't, so don't even pay attention to that.
Okay, wonderful. But Freckle Face Fantasies has brought me to self-care.
Okay. I actually remember I was doing a little research on you. And you were telling me how you struggled with being a perfectionist, and it even became a struggle with your music.
Yeah.
How so, and what lessons have you learned, and what advice can you give with other perfectionists who may be dealing with the same situations?
So the things that I learned while dealing with like having that streak of perfectionism is that sometimes it's bigger than just the act of wanting things to be right. It's the meticulousness of why you arrive there every time with your process, you know? So that's something to look into, psychologically. It's something to look into emotionally, spiritually. Like, where are you, in your life? Why do you feel that you must fix everything? What is broken that you're not addressing? And I believe in the post that you are referring to, I mentioned it being a slap in the face to my creator to say, I'm going to hold back on this. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to sit on this, which I'm actually doing right now. And I am convicted and I appreciate this conviction. Message. Okay. And if that is a slap in the face to my creator, how much more is that a disrespect to myself and to why I've been put here on this earth? It's like saying it's okay for that dream to perish or that dream to be transferred to another mind, and it's not okay, because you were given what you were given for a reason, and you must carry it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give someone who's struggling with perfectionism and with their music?
Throw a pen up in the air and hope that thought come down. Literally, you have to find something that's going to take you outside of yourself for a little while.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, before we head on up out this thing, can I get you to play a little game with me?
Oh, a little game or a big game?
It's a big game. It's my favorite game. As a matter of fact. It is the Wheel of Music. Do it, dance, bust it out. Do it, dance, bust it out, bust it out. I don't know why I'm so extra today, animated today.
Because
it's me.
Do you like guacamole?
I do.
Avocado?
Yes.
That's why you're extra.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all that means.
Guac is extra. Okay.
Now, for you folks who have never tuned in to the Wheel of Music, the way it works is Tree is going to spin that wheel just like so, just like that, on some Tabitha stuff. And wherever it lands, she has 5 seconds to sing me a song with whatever that theme lands. So right now it's on the artist Beyonce. She would have 5 seconds to sing me a Beyonce song. Tree, what's going to happen is I'm going to start singing my song.
Yes.
Now when I start singing my song, I want you to spin that wheel, okay?
Yes.
And it go a little something like this.
Yeah.
Spin that wheel,
Yeah.
spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Spin that wheel, just
Yeah.
spin the wheel.
I said
spin that wheel,
Ready?
spin the wheel.
Ow.
Spin that wheel, just spin the wheel. Spin that wheel. A Motown song. And 5.
I know you want to leave, Tree, but I refuse to let you go. Make me beg and plead for my sympathy. I don't mind.
I got
because
you.
You mean that much to me. Ain't too proud to beg.
You better.
No, baby.
You better.
Okay.
She got her one. What you think, Rich?
Yeah, she did that one.
She
right
did
there.
that wheel. Sorry, she hit that note. I wasn't expecting that note. Come on now, spin that wheel.
Do it.
Spin the wheel.
When?
Spin that wheel. Just
Right
spin
now.
Right now.
Go.
Spin that wheel.
Do it.
Spin the wheel.
Ow.
Where is it at, Rich?
From my angle, this says word.
The
time.
word is time. You have 5 seconds to sing me a song with the word time in it. And 5.
Time on my hands since you've been away, boy. I ain't got no plans. That's a lie. Oh, no.
You better. You better.
Okay.
She got 2. I ain't even finna argue about that.
Okay.
And spin that wheel.
Do it.
Spin the wheel.
When?
Spin that wheel. Just
Right
spin.
now.
Yep, do it.
Do it.
Spin that wheel.
Ow.
Spin. Ooh. She got it again.
She
I
got
can't
it
hate.
again. She got it
The
again.
word is time. And 5.
Like she frozen in time.
Time. It's time pushing out. We need all the people who can do it.
Hey.
It's time.
Yes, it is.
It's time to push it out. We need all the people who can do it.
You better do it then.
Okay.
All
Right.
the people better do it. We're going to get
Yeah.
one more round in.
How can I make sure this don't get on the same thing again?
I say put a little bit more elbow grease
All
in it.
right.
People be
I
trying to
don't
be
wanna
cute,
break it.
but don't feel nothing.
Okay.
It's on stands.
The
I
other
got it
thing
locked
is,
and loaded.
that's number 3.
That's number 3.
We got 5 rounds.
We got 2 more to go.
Oh, amen.
And spin that
Spin it.
wheel. Spin the
Spin
wheel.
it. Take
Spin
jail.
that wheel. Just
Spin
spin
it.
the
Okay,
wheel.
one more time.
Spin that wheel. Spin the wheel.
Ow.
The word is again.
And 5.
Wait a minute.
That 5 seconds is up. But that's okay. That's okay. Because you got one more round.
Do it again.
You had that one? But that 5 seconds is gone.
Okay, so can I have 4.5?
We won't give you nothing for that one. But let me tell you, if you get this next one, you at least get 4. And spin that wheel. Spin the wheel. Spin that wheel. Just spin the wheel. The artist is Jasmine Sullivan. And 5.
I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
But I'm scared of
loving you.
I'm not scared to perform at a sold out affair.
That's right.
But I'm scared of
loving you.
There you go.
I ain't no singer. I'm just trying to help. I just want to get a little background. And we gotta. Let me tell you something. You are still a champ in my eyes, girl. You are still a champ in my eyes. You killed.
Thank you.
You killed it.
I'll try.
Them 4 rounds,
real
okay?
hard. Real hard. But that 5th one, though. The 5th with the F on the end.
That's perfectionist on you.
Is it?
That's cut that out.
Are you calling
Throw the pen up.
Okay.
Leave it alone. You did good on them 4 rounds.
That really didn't help me out. I'm trying to tell you. I'm learning myself, okay?
I want to tell you thank you. Thank you so much for coming on the Tomaro Today Show.
Yes,
Before we head out, is there anything you want to tell the people?
Yes.
Go ahead. Tell them. Talk to them. Talk to them. Talk to them. Talk to them.
I love you. And thank you for watching. Thank you for being you. And thank you for being here tomorrow.
Today. Tell people how they can find you and your music.
Well, you can find me by looking at the Tomaro Today Show when this come out, you know. And you can find me on all social media as Tree G Music. That's on Instagram, on Facebook, on your Twitters, you know. And anything else you would like to follow me on, it'll be at Tree G Music. That's the @ sign. Tree like a tree outside. G as in great, and then music spelled the right way. Thank you for your time.
Somebody has an amazing radio host voice. I just want to throw that out there really quick. You have an awesome voice. Listen, guys, thank you for tuning in to Tomaro Today Show. Tree G, I love you so much for coming on here. That ball of effing energy that you bring in the room is amazing. And I appreciate you, and I hope to have you back very soon. To my computer loves, thank you for tuning in again. Don't worry, I'm going to be back next week with some more bomb-ass talent. I got it for you, but do me a favor. In the meantime, follow your girl on the Tomaro Today Show on IG and Facebook. That's Tomaro, the way it was supposed to be spelled from the get-go.
From the get-go.
Today Show. Okay, and follow us. Watch these shows on all streaming platforms. We got Google Play. We got Spotify.
Tell the people.
We got iTunes.
Yeah.
We got Spreaker. Am I missing anything, Super Mario? Tell me. iHeart. That's why I keep him around.
Yeah.
You hear him how he was on it?
Yeah.
I will see you guys next week.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanna be spontaneous.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
I just wanna be spontaneous.
Do it right now. Right now.
I just wanna be spontaneous.
I don't wanna do the same thing all the time, baby.
I just wanna be spontaneous.
And you know it.
Oh yeah, let's do something different, baby. I just wanna be
First.
The lights were dim when you walked in for a reason. You couldn't see my grin, cause I was then so appeasing. Yeah. So what I know you like, and I hope that it's alright. I know I can't be way off when it's time to take your day off. Yeah, it's time for you to find what you need. It's time right now, baby. Yeah, and I wanna be whatever you need, whenever you need it all. I just wanna be something we never done. I wanna have some fun. I know you can think of one. Yeah. Take me out on the town, hold my hand while we make love on the ground. And baby, if I frown, it's just a fragment of how you put it down. Do-da-da. Yeah. yeah. I walk up right behind you. You drop your keys cause you see me in your side view. Yeah. Didn't mean to start on you, baby, want to surprise you. Know the day's been hard on you lately, yeah. I was your breakfast, I was your maid, I was your desperate housewife and slave. You were my Robocop, cheap and Indian. Don't wanna repeat any of that.
Time for you.
And I wanna be whatever you need. When you need it spontaneously.
I just wanna be spontaneous. Never done. I just wanna be spontaneous. Out on the town.
I'm trying to tell you, baby, the best way I know how to, yeah. Right here, right here.
I just wanna be spontaneous.
I just wanna be all of these things for you, be the things for me. I just wanna be, it's time, it's time, it's time, right now, it's time for you to find what you need outside the norm tonight. I just wanna be spontaneous.